Hello, my name is Audrey Coleman and I'm part of Challenge 2016. Today we're going to be solving a problem where we're supposed to find the closest distance and fastest distance for Jane to be able to reach the village. So right now we're given that Jane is offshore, 2 miles away. So we're going to draw it. Here's where Jane is, 2 miles. And the village is actually 6 miles from the point, or from the closest point. So there's the closest point, and the village is going to be 6 miles away. So it's going to, let's draw it out a little more. So it's going to be 2 miles. It's going to be 6 miles. Okay. And we are also given that it takes 2 miles per hour for her to row, and it takes 5 miles per hour for her to walk. So obviously this will not be the fastest way for Jane to reach the village. So we're going to say that we're just going to eyeball it. This isn't going to be an exact measurement, but we're going to say it's around this. And it'll be a right angle. So we have a right triangle now. And since we have a right triangle, and we're given that this is 2 miles, and this is 5 miles, or 6 miles, I'm sorry, then we can use this to solve this distance here. So this distance is actually going to be, let's just call this x. So this distance will be x, and x will actually, since this will be x, this distance here from here to here will be 6 minus x. So now, since we found that this is going to be x, and we're going to be able to plug this into the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So now we have, let's call this a, and x will be b. So x, or 2 squared, I'm sorry, plus x squared is equal to c squared. So 4 plus x squared is equal to c, but this must be all over the square root to get c by itself. Okay, so now we know that since this is c, a, b, c, this distance is going to be 4 plus x squared all over the square root. Okay, so now we're going to have to find time, and for time we're going to actually have to use the distances that we got. So right now we're going to, since she will be rowing the distance of c and walking the distance of 6 minus x, we're going to have to discover the time that it takes for her to row the distance of square root of 4 plus x squared and walk 6 minus x. So we're going to use t is equal to, and since it's miles per hour, it's going to be what we had before. So it's going to be the distance of c over how long it takes for her to row, since it's miles per hour, so miles per hour. So it takes her square root of 4 plus x squared all over 2 plus the distance, or the time it takes her to walk. And the time it takes her to walk, since the distance will be 6 minus x, and the time it takes is 5 miles per hour. So now we have t is equal to 4 plus x squared all over the square root over 2 plus 6 minus x plus 5. So now to find the minimum time it's going to take, we're going to actually have to find the derivative. So the derivative of t, okay, actually, no, sorry. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. So we'll actually get t is equal to 1/2 square root of 4 plus x squared plus 1/5 times 6 minus x. So now to find the derivative, we're actually going to go t is equal to 1/2, and then the derivative dx, and then 4 plus x squared, or 4 plus x squared, sorry, plus 1/5 d over dx, 6 minus x. Okay. So now the derivative of t, we'll rewrite this to 1 over 2 d over dx times 4 plus x squared over, or to the 1/2 since it's square root, plus 1 over 5 d over dx times 6 minus x. Okay, so now we're actually going to find the derivative of these. Okay, so the derivative of t is going to equal 1/2 times, this is going to actually be chain rule, so we're going to bring the 1/2 in front, and then times the inside, so 4 plus x squared times 1 or the original minus 1, so negative 1/2, and then times the derivative of the inside, which will be 2x. And then we'll add, we'll close this. So we'll add, and then it'll be 1/5 times the derivative of this, which will just basically be negative 1. Now let's just rewrite it so it looks nice. So the 2x will be the only thing that stays on top, since the exponent is negative. So now we'll get 4 times 4 plus x squared. Actually, this will be a square root. 4 times the square root of 4 plus x squared plus negative 1 over 5. Okay, so actually this cancels out, so we just get x over 2 times the square root of 4 plus x squared plus negative 1 over 5. So now we're going to set this equal to 0, so 0 is equal to x over 2 square root 4 plus x squared minus 1/5. Bring the 1/5 over, 1/5 is equal to 2 times the square root of 4 plus x squared all over x, or under x, sorry. And now we're going to cross multiply, so we get 2 times the square root of 4 plus x squared is equal to 5x. And now we square both sides, so we get 4 times 4 plus x squared is equal to 25x squared. Okay, now we're going to divide 25 by 4, so we can get rid of this 4. 4 plus x squared is equal to 25x squared. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. Let's actually change this. So let's actually put these in. So 4 times 4 is actually 16 plus 4 times x squared, which will be 4x squared is equal to 25x squared. There we go. That's a little easier. So now we're gonna subtract. We're gonna subtract the 4x squared from the 16x, or the 16 plus 4x squared, and subtract it from both sides. So it's actually going to be equal to 16 is equal to 21x squared, and And now we're going to get 16 over 21 is equal to x squared. And now we're going to have to square root both sides to get x by itself. 16 over 21 all under square root is equal to x, which is the distance, the minimum distance, or the distance that will let Jane get to the village faster. So the square root of 16 over 21 miles is how much Jane has to row. Thank you.